You know, at least now I have an answer to when people ask me which musical theatre character I would like to play if I could choose one. Hey there, my people! Welcome! Bienvenue! Welcome to episode 45 of News and Nothing About. I am very glad to be talking to you from a moment in my life when the Cabaret cast recording, the London production Cabaret cast recording is actually out, finally. Finally! It was my absolute favourite show of 2022. I've been trying to go back ever since, but it's so expensive. It's just stunning the way they reinvented that show. I remember when I left the theatre, I immediately had to go on YouTube to see what a production, by the books looked like. And to me, it generally felt like this London production is what the show was meant to be from the very start. To manage expectations about this video, I'll be doing more commentary than reacting to it because, well, one, I already know the songs, or at least the ones I can remember. And two, that way I won't get into copyright trouble. No one wants copyright trouble. Anyway, commercials first. Looking for a YouTube channel where you can find the craziest theories about musical theatre, as well as dump your craziest theories? Then look no further. Here we have craziness and we have theories. Lots of them. Link to my previous videos here to confirm that. So hit that subscribe button to join the party. I'm also on Patreon where you get to support my channel and my content. Thank you very much for those who do already. While getting some extra content from time to time. So link is in the description below if you want to check it out. I can never say that line, ever. I don't know what it is. Commercials done, music time! Those drums are one of the most exciting musical intros out there, if you ask me. Oh my god. I keep forgetting it's Ed Redmayne. He sounds so different from Profi, which is the MC I saw. This is a big first impact already. Welcome to Cabaret, Cabaret. I can't believe I missed this cast. Jesse Buckley, man.
The orchestra is beautiful.
Okay, I absolutely love that they kept the audience reaction in there. Such a nice touch. You know, every step of the way, this production has made an effort to give us an immersive experience, and it's no surprise that it's reflecting on the album as well. I mean, it is a cabaret after all. You want the audience to be there, right?
Each and everyone a virgin. Scott, you don't believe me?
He's acting through a song though.
But don't take my word for
I know he's a good actor, but I'm impressed to be honest. I guess it's because I haven't seen him much in eccentric musical roles like this before. Only, sad white French boys. Yes! It really feels like I'm there. This is so good. Welcome. Yes. Did they actually record this live? This is brilliant. Because that's a great idea. I want more of that in musical theatre. I can think of so many songs that would sound amazing live recorded because the audience reactions would add that, that flair to it. What was one song I saw recently? Oh, Revolting Children from Matilda. Everyone just claps along. That would be brilliant recorded live. Probably the entirety of And Juliet. So many other great songs. Imagine One Day More, but that would be amazing if it was a sing-along. Anyway, I'm going into a rabbit hole here, we don't want that. So for starters, you must know that this London production is sort of an immersive experience, which I'm assuming is the case with many other productions. I mean, why would you miss this opportunity, right? Anyway, so as soon as you enter the venue, you're greeted with a drink at a really nice bar, and then there are performers dancing around or playing instruments from balconies, and everything is decorated like a cabaret. The entire crew behaves like they're actually working at a cabaret. They interact with you, and then there's the cabaret tables where you can actually have a meal and drinks, and you're basically sitting on stage. And this opening song really gains a new meaning once you've experienced that immersive element of the show, because it truly feels like you're being welcomed at a cabaret and not just a show. So from the get-go, you feel like you're part of that story.
Say 50 marks. I say 100 marks.
I really liked her as a character.
50 marks.
She's funny, but there's also this background melancholy to her the whole time, which is a good description of the show, if you think about it.
For the sun will rise and the moon will set, and you learn how to settle for one.
This one was in the original cast recording, right? Because I'm aware there are song changes as well.
Maid doing all of the housework, not me.
Oh yeah, she used to be rich, right? That's why she's so hopeless about everything now. Because it's like, yeah, you can just lose everything you have like that, so what?
And you learn how to settle
For what you get to have. See, that's a great line to expose her sarcastic personality. And we all know there's always a bit of sadness and anger or disappointment behind every sarcastic comment. So that whole, background melancholy, it's right there in that line.
And I like that you are here. Happy New Year, my dear. So what?
This kind of reminds me of The Ladies Who Lunch from Company. I guess it's the whole "so what." That song also has that clear punctuation, and it's also very sarcastic. So
what?
Honestly, out of all the songs, I think this one embraces the essence of the show so clearly, or at least like one of the core moods of the show. They bring you into this cabaret where everything is fun and games until you realize everything is not fun and games. Because despite you feeling safe and warm in here, there's still a war out there. Not just being planned, but also in the streets of Berlin with, all the social issues of the time. So, like the lyrics point out, it will all go on outside the cabaret if you're there or not. So, who cares, right? In that way, the show is like a rip in reality, and it's very meta in how it uses the genre to bring the idea to life, making us, the audience, seek that "so what" moment while you're there in the cabaret, that temporary relief from the world outside. So we don't end up hopeless like she does, at least for a moment. It's so freaking sad. Okay, I need to say that I went to see the show knowing absolutely nothing about it. And by the end of this song, I was like, inject this straight into my veins. So yeah, I am buzzing for this. Sally!
Mama! Thinks I'm living in a convent. Doesn't even have an inkling that I'm working in a nightclub in a pair of lacy pants. Take your hands out of your pockets so I can see them.
The way this show can make comedy out of non-funny things is unmatched. We're just here laughing at our misery the whole time.
Give a working girl a chance. Don't tell Mama. You can tell my papa. That's all right. 'Cause he comes in
here every night.
But don't tell Mama.
Ah, I love this song. See? Laughing at the misery.
You can tell my uncle here and now, 'cause he's my agent anyhow. But don't tell Mama what you know.
Ah, it's bad.
You can tell my grandma suits me fine. Just yesterday she joined the line. But don't tell
I love how this gives us some background on her family. Probably being part of the reason why she's a mess of a person.
Have you seen my mummy? Mum's the word.
Yes, that's gonna be my karaoke go-to from now on. You know, at least now I have an answer to when people ask me which musical theatre character I would like to play if I could choose one. Sally Bowles. She is 100% my type of character. Completely unhinged. But this production Sally in particular, because of how angry she is the whole time.
And I'm through.
Nice.
I couldn't even cross it if I tried mine hair. But I did.
Ah, I love them so much. Actress and character. This role must be so tiring emotionally though. Come on, baby. She has a lower range than Amy Lennox, who I saw as Sally. Brilliant, by the way. And it really makes for a fresh portrayal of the character. I like it. Oh, Penny! Lies. Lies. Woo! Mine, yeah! Whoop, whoop. But it's all lies. As we go along, we find out that she's not as heartless as she paints herself to be. And to me, that's one of the few sparks of hope in the show. Even though everything seems to be crumbling, especially for Sally, she still finds time to dream about a better future and about being with someone who actually makes her happy. Even though in the end, fear sort of takes over and she just flips the table and goes, screw it, let me just stay in my decadent life as it is. But it's nice to have those songs where we can see that spark of hope. Does that last long? Nope. But it's nice to have a breather and see that not all is lost. Doesn't the title of this one sound like a twisted version of Mary Poppins?
I met a perfectly marvelous girl.
Perfectly marvelous in every way. Should do a mashup.
As I lifted a glass to the start of a marvelous year.
Cheers!
And we're living together and having a marvelous time. I'm afraid it wouldn't.
The more you yell for no reason, the more I love you, babe.
Perfectly marvelous tales, which I'll probably use as a chapter or two in my book.
See, this is her dreaming moment, and it's crucial for the tone of the show in order to give the audience a bit of hope to hold on to. Very fitting that it comes right after the song where she says she doesn't care about anything as well. Because turns out someone does care.
Perfectly marvelous girl.
Hey, Sally, I just can't afford to. Do you have any
He's
money?
such a forgettable character, isn't he, though?
Cliff,
Which
please.
makes sense because her personality should greatly overpower his.
Besides, I've only got one narrow bed.
We'll think of something.
Oh, Herr Schultz, can I believe what I see?
Oh, it's the pineapple song. I was really like, huh? About this one.
If you brought
Joking,
me
I see the meaning.
If you brought me roses like some other gents might bring to other girls.
It's so sweet how the smallest thing can mean so much to someone, depending on who is giving it to them, right? And also how hard it is to get in a cold country about to go to war, but that's probably relevant too.
Would you like a slice?
That might be nice, but frankly, it would give me gas.
You're so cute. It's so heartbreaking. Well, their songs are also that is part of hope in the show until it all goes to shite.
I think I will lie down for a few minutes.
What a pineapple can do to a person, huh? Wow. Not the biggest fan of what he's doing to his voice here, but this song is absolutely stunning. This is peak heartbreak if we unpack the historical context. And it's such an intimate moment when he's just standing there in his robes with literally just a spotlight on him, if I remember correctly. and singing about how tomorrow belongs to him even though he knows it doesn't. So this song to me is not an affirmation, it's more like a prayer. In the historical context of the show, Nazism is on the rise and it looks like tomorrow belongs to them. So this song is his hope for that not to be true. He hopes he can take back tomorrow from what looks like a dark future. Oh, stunning. Oh, well done. Oh my god. Fantastic. Oh, this is so beautiful. Ah! And my favorite bit is probably the stag in the forest runs free, but gather together to greet the storm. Tomorrow belongs to me. Which reveals that hidden message, right? They're all just gathering to greet the storm that is coming in the shape of a war, which truly owns tomorrow. Oh my god, just call me for life, why won't you? Ah, no one moves, it's one of my favorites.
Maybe this time
Wow.
I'll be lucky.
3 words and the mood is already miles away from the original.
This time
Give me all the sorrow, baby. This version is so much jazzier, isn't it? Everybody loves a winner.
Lady peaceful.
Oh, the build-up is gonna be spicy.
That's what I long to be.
Come on.
Something's bound to begin.
Yes.
Got to happen.
Yes. Just finish me.
Happen sometime. Maybe this time I'll win.
Oh my god. The emotion they managed to incorporate in this. This is my favorite thing about this production, right? It's how they don't twist emotions per se, because those emotions are there in the original, right? They're just like very well hidden. It's very much between the lines. But in this production, they literally just like go in the deepest roots of the songs, grab those emotions out and then like throw them in our faces. Isn't musical theatre lovely?
You go to an address and
Ugh.
you pick up a small briefcase.
They don't even slightly suspect this, huh?
75 marks.
I mean, I guess they are young and naive, right? But come on!
Anything for a buck?
Oh, God. Not anything, Cliff. Let's have bars, please. Oh. What is that? The edge that this broken violin adds to this song is a really good example of a great choice. You know, the more I think about this show and this production, the more I love it. This scene is so chaotic. And the MC's costume with these massive predatory claws. Everything is so well thought through. Everything adds meaning to the story they're telling. Every single element. And that only works because they know how to mix the literal visual elements with the metaphor ones that show the between the lines, you know. I just realized I don't remember the ending very well. Oh, whoa, 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 this is the one where they have the massive gorilla on stage, right? For this production, they made it look so realistic, it's a bit creepy. Oh no, it's the gorilla one. By far, probably the saddest one, even though it doesn't really sound like it until the end, right? When you have that revelation. All that this song represents, you know, the rejection of people for their mere appearances or beliefs. The fact that it's a gorilla, probably because the Nazis believed Jews were closer to gorillas in the evolutionary chain than Aryans. This coming right after the fruit stand is vandalized by Nazis. The show just hurts, man.
She would look Jewish.
Oh. That is sort of like sticking a knife into my chest and twisting it. And it's sort of because the knife probably hurts less. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I feel like that is probably the climax moment of the show. Like that line alone. Look Jewish at all. It's an absolute punch in the gut. And I'm so glad that they decided to go brutal. Because the whole time while you're watching the show, especially this production that is so raw and dark, you're not quite sure what to do with your emotions because you have such uplifting songs that will make you want to sing and dance. And then there's so much comedy. And then there's a lot of dark comedy as well, which is start of giving you signs that, you know, there is something serious behind all of the bantering. And then it gets to this point, this line specifically, that shifts your entire perspective of how to read and feel about the show from now on. And I just think it's incredible how literally one line can flip the tables and transform the show. I remember people loudly gasping when he said that. It's too powerful.
You can't just give up that way.
Oh, yes, I can.
That is easy to speaking about pain.
With the clock running down, what would you do?
It's amazing how the lyrics just keep improving, like non-stop. It just keeps getting better and better and better. Yes! Who isn't at war with anyone? Oh, it's a top-notch line. Amazing.
What would you do? You're one
The sort of questions that this show
the choice
raises and makes you ask yourself. There is so much
would you do?
power in musical theatre to raise important questions, and this show does it so well. I mean, they're literally directly asking you, what would you do? That's beautiful. Gorgeous. Gorgeous! This song feels so much like he's mirroring Sally, doesn't it? I love his fast-paced, fun songs, but the ballads that he sings are just... Oh. Can we appreciate the variety of his vocal performance in this? It feels like at least 5 different people playing the MC. Bravo! Good lord. Second act is so heavy. The urge throughout this entire video to just skip to this song already. This went straight to the list of my favorite theatre moments ever. Absolute perfection. What good is sitting alone in your room? Life is a cabaret, old chum.
Come taste the wine.
Get ready for the emotional damage. It's coming.
Permitting some profit of due. She was the happiest corpse I'd ever seen.
I love that storytelling bit in this song. It gives it so much more character. It's so angry, it gives me so much life.
And as for me,
Please, someone give me this part to play. I won't disappoint you.
I can see.
Here we go.
Start by admitting it isn't that long a stay. It's only a
More anger, come on.
old job, and I love a cabaret.
The orchestration, ah. I can't. This is so good. And the orchestration for this version, it's so unhinged at times, which fits perfectly. I mean, listen to that. What is it? Is that like a trumpet? It's almost like it's untuned, which mirrors her almost maniac behavior throughout this performance so well. I can only growl and make noises because I don't even have the words to describe how much I loved this version of the song and the performance and all of the elements that composed it. It was just masterful. So let me talk a bit about this historical moment in my theatre go life. Believe me when I say that seeing this live is an entirely different experience. If it feels amazing just listening to it, it's an absolute transcendent experience when you see it live. It changed my life. I'll never see theatre the same way again. And I'm not even exaggerating. Okay, maybe I'm being a little bit dramatic. The way they expose all of the sarcasm that the original version of the song suppresses by having Sally go through a complete breakdown on stage is stunning. Her clothes are too big for her, her makeup is all over the place, she's moving like she's in pain, and your eyes as an audience member can see that she's hit rock bottom, but your ears are still hearing this fun song about, you know, cabarets and going out in style. Obviously the song has like a curve, right? It goes up, up, up until her voice breaks and you can tell the real emotion there, and then it just goes downhill from there. But up until that moment, you're just, you know, enjoying this fun song, contrasting with what you're seeing on stage. And to me, there was no better way to expose what the show hides in between the lines, really. In this unforgettable, raw sequence, I shall never forget how incredibly inspired that performance made me feel. Simply because they managed to completely reinvent that scene and the effect of the song on you by simply making it more true to itself. It's ridiculous.
Welcome and bienvenue.
Sorry, Cliff. It just doesn't work with you, man.
Suicide.
Oh my god! I just remembered how it ends. Bloody hell. It's almost like I can see it. This is an amazing cast recording. The way it just brings you right back into the show, like you're there. Oh, it's so sad.
Even the orchestra is beautiful.
So unhinged. I'm obsessed with the show. I don't feel like dancing though because I know how it ends now. So many feelings. So I have no idea if this is the actual ending for the original as well, but it just had my jaw on the floor, honestly. Well, if it isn't my new favorite show. Please cover your ears if you don't want spoilers about the end of this production. But this is how it ends. We have the entire cast wearing the same suits, their heads down, going around in circles, which is a really nice reference to, you know, money makes the world go round. And then we have the MC wearing the same suit joins them, and we see them all with their personalities completely erased. They're just shells of those people under very sinister lighting until the lights go off. I get chills just thinking about it. And it just makes the finale so much more powerful for having the MC repeat his welcoming words from the opening, only now there is no cabaret. It's just an empty invitation from empty people. Jesus freaking Christ! You know, it's probably super interesting to experience productions of cabaret that are closer to the original and see how they handle the contrast between dark themes and the comical side of the show. But I just really, really love how this London production doesn't shy away from its dark side. In fact, it's very well married to it. It just makes the whole thing all the more shocking and gripping. There is so much to unpack about the songs and the story and the characters that I'm probably gonna have to make another video just over analyzing it. Would you like to see that? Let me know in the comments. And did you enjoy this video? Then make sure you leave your like in your comments below, and I'll see you next time to conquer the world of musical theatre. Keep singing. Ciao!